Shalom, shalom, Israel coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, honors, and glories to YAHAWAH, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, all the teachers out there pushing this word of truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, right? The Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. All right, so to you I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi. Yahawah being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, and Yahawashi being the only begotten Son of Yahawah, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. All right, and this lesson is going to be brought to you in part by this image. Okay, now before these men had to get to this point, to the battlefield, okay, first thing, they probably heard of all the, the troops, the glories that they've gained, or, the battles that they had to face. And somebody, maybe a young kid, all right, young man, thought that was interesting, right? He wanted to do his part, okay? So they go to the recruiting station, right? And the recruiters say, yeah, man, all these things, all these good things you can get, you know, recognition, medals, and things of that nature. All right, but warning, you could die in battle, okay, or you may not see your family for a long period of time, or you might watch your buddies die. All right, so they always give them the breakdown, good and the bad. All right, and then these people say, all right, well, all right, I understand what the possibilities are. And then they get this paper that they got to read thoroughly, and then sign at the bottom that they understand. All right, and they're signing over their life to the government. Okay, then they go to boot camp. All right, they're getting their training. Okay, get their uniforms. Okay, then they graduate. Okay, then now they go out to the battlefield, and this is the battlefield. Right now they gotta cross many different obstacles to get to that beachfront. Right, where a lot of people have died, and a lot of people died out coming off these here U-boats too, because they couldn't swim with all that gear. All right. And in the background where all that mist is, that mountaintop, well, the enemy is up there shooting down at them. Okay, so just like this image, courage, bravery doesn't mean you aren't scared. It means you go anyway. Okay, and now, with that being said, it's no different than us men of the Lord. We saw the teachers, we heard the teachers, okay, and we thought, oh, I want to be a part of Yahawashi's glory. Okay, I want the kingdom. I want a crown. Understanding that we can die in this truth for truth's sake. Okay, we signed up. We study. Okay, we understand scriptures, and then we do what? We go out to the highways and the hedges and we teach. All right, to gain yards, to gain souls. Okay, righteous souls, to bid them to the wedding, the marriage of Yahawah Yahawashi. Okay, to gain yards, so that we can have a medal across our chest, or as these people are getting. All right, but for us, it's to get that uncorruptible crown. Okay, so we can have that. I don't want to say glory because it's not our glory. It's Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi's glory. All right, but it's to be part of that glory. All right, to help build the establishment. All right, of gaining yards to defeat evil. Okay, so that more people can come in and see that righteousness is where it's at. All right, and without any further ado, we're just gonna pull up a few scriptures, getting straight to it. All right, so I just use this image and the background as to how it came to this point, and it's no different than what us men of the Lord do. All right, you know what? Let me keep that image so it can be studied. Study the image, understand. All right, this is Romans 12 and verse 1, whenever it decides to pop up. All right. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. All right. So boot up, lace up, get out, get your uniform on, get in this U-boat, and go out there to the beachfront. Make yourself a living sacrifice for your country. Okay, like these guys are doing. All right. For us, we doing it for Yahawashi. All right. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Right. So basically, just like these guys, okay, can't think about home. We gotta keep on our minds in our forefront of our minds that we go into a battlefield. So we gotta think about what all the training that we've endured, what to do when you're getting shot at, or how to dig a trench, or whatever the case may be. Right? They put away their civilian life, and they are now converted to being a warrior, a soldier. Okay, for the betterment of their country. All right, for their military. All right, same thing we got to do as good soldiers for Yahawashi Yahawashi. All right, let's go to Khan. So this is the point why we do it. All right, this is Matthew 22 and verse 9. I did this lesson prior, but my wife called, and I had to do it all over again. All right, this is Matthew 22 and verse 9. This is red letter Yahawashi speaking. All right, it says, "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage." All right, so we just like these guys, these troopers. All right, they got to go out there and gain yards. All right, so that more troops can get down on the ground, get their boots to the ground, and gain more yards. All right, building what courage for more people to come. Oh, we're gaining yards, we're not being slaughtered. Oh, cool. Now I feel more comfortable. I go out there and go do it too. Okay, now I'm not as scared. All right. So again, Matthew 22 and 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So that those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. So we supposed to go out on the highways and hedges, all right, and the good, okay, furnishing of the good, okay, that's those that are listening and learning, okay, and we might see him again come to the line the following week, or even get to the point where they're in a camp, or even if they're not in a camp, all right, they're going out and they're teaching the scriptures the right way, okay, with proper breakdown, okay, and converted to being a true Israelite, because not all of Israel is Israel, all right, if you can understand that, and making themselves also a living sacrifice, okay. Now, as far as the bad, that's you two-third Israelites, all right? You so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, Seminole Indians, all right? The two-thirds that don't want to convert, you don't want to learn how to repent, you don't want to come back into your heritage, you want to stay in the ways of the heathen, you want to stay trusting in your oppressor, okay? You don't want to be converted. You don't want to deal with Yahawashi Yahawashi. All right, those are the bad. All right, so because we are what? We're fishers of men. We're gonna catch good fish. We're gonna catch bad fish. We're gonna toss the bad fish back. We're gonna keep the good fish. What would you profit with the bad fish? All right. So we go out there and make ourselves a living sacrifice and bid y'all to the wedding, so that you can also be part of, get an uncorruptible crown, possibly. All right, and gain the kingdom. Right, on the first go round. All right, that's why we do this. Right. With that being said, this is Ezekiel, all right? Ezekiel 3, and I'm going to start at verse 17, right? Because this is going into why, again, as to why we do this. Come on, phone, damn. Ezekiel 3:17. Of course, my phone is dying. Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right? Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi said, give these people warning. Because I'm coming. When I come back, ain't going to be no more talking. So you better warn them before I get back and let them know what they need to do to be on my good side and ways to avoid my wrath. All right. Now, verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak it to warn him, nor speak it to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So the Lord said, we supposed to go out there and warn you. All right, we see you going off, all right, and we don't say nothing to you. Hey, the Lord gonna take your ass out, but he gonna take us out too because we didn't warn you. And we knew the breakdown. We knew what we supposed to do, what we not supposed to do, and we ain't say nothing to you. The Lord gonna take you out, but he gonna take us out too. All right, verse 19. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So if we go out there and we see you going off, we let you know you're going off, and you convert, all right? You say, oh, okay, I'm going off. Okay, sorry about that. And you stop doing, okay, you good. All right. But in this case, right? Yet if thou warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, right? So we warned you, but you still want to be wicked, the Lord gonna take your ass out. But us men of the Lord, hey, we good, cause we warned you. You chose to continue dealing with wickedness and iniquity, so you done for. But we straight, okay. Now to get back to what I was saying, verse 20. And again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? So that's why we go out there on the highways and hedges to give y'all warning. All right? Hey, man, stop dealing with this shit. Stop dealing the ways of the heathen. Come back to being an Israelite, or else the Lord going to do this to you. All right? And it's the same thing for us. If we don't warn you, all right, we don't give you the breakdown as to what can happen on the battlefield, well, now we just set you up for failure. And because of that, hey, that's guilt on us, and then that'll weigh you down. I just got an innocent man killed, okay, and therefore that blood is going to be required from us too. That that we die as well because we didn't warn you, all right. But if you convert, all right, dealing with the ways of Yahawashi want us to do, all right, and you can bring forth fruit from your labors doing Yahawashi's bidding, okay, and gaining more people to do right things. Hey, that's a good thing. All right, you stopped dealing with wickedness. You came back into the right way of doing things. Okay, and you listen to us to tell you to stop doing these things. That's a good thing for us as well. All right. Let's go into one more. This wasn't really supposed to be this long. This is James 5 and straight to the point, verse 20. Salakia, come on. All right. Let him know, this is James 5 and 20, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save his soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. So if we get you to understand, all right, come back to your heritage, stop dealing with wickedness, and you actually do it, you actually convert and stop dealing with wickedness, okay, that because of that, a lot of the sins that we have done before we came to this truth, maybe even during the truth, right, because we bound to go off, we're in fleshly bodies. All right. But the point is, you try not to. All right. But with all the stuff that we have done in our past before this truth, all right, a lot of these things can be hid. All right. If we try to get that person to convert and they dealing righteously with Yahweh Shemion Shai. All right. So again, just like this image. Okay. Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save his soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. All right. So we got you to Yeah, man, come join the service. Yeah, it's gonna be all good. We gonna give you the ins and outs. All right, you stick to us, and you gonna be straight. All right, and then you do that. You listen. You hearken. You might just come out of that thing alive, man. All right. But point being is, just like this image, when you sign up to deal with Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, it's gonna there's just understand there's a battlefield that we go to, okay, and you may get killed, man. It's all up to the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. But that's the bravery of it. All right. That's what you got to go through in order to gain that crown, to get those medals across your chest. You got to go to the battlefield. You got to go deal with these things, man. All right. So understand when you come into this truth, man. All right. And this ain't about vainglory. This is about dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. All right. So with that, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all teachers out there pushing the word and truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risk your lives to do so. May you be able to elect. Why? Lord willing to so us edifying. All right. So with that, above all, and shalom.